Hey, this morning we're here in Somerset, Kentucky. They're having a MOPAR Gathering that's a part of the Somernites Cruise, which takes place in Somerset, Kentucky. We're going to be heading down to the show later, but this morning we're going to be checking out the MOPARs, seeing what's here. I see Vipers, I see Challengers, Chargers, old and new. So we're going to take a look around, see what's here. Hey everyone, I'm here with Joe from Huntington, West Virginia. I love Vipers. This one is a 2000, black and silver, looks great. How long have you had it?
I've had this car for about 15 years now.
This one has a little bit something extra underneath. What's going on under the hood?
Yeah, it's got a Rose supercharger on it, which is a rebadged Kenne Bell supercharger.
So you had the Viper, you said to yourself, this thing doesn't have near enough horsepower, not enough torque, I need to throw a supercharger on it. Yeah. What made you decide to buy a Viper?
I think like a lot of people, I mean, growing up, the Viper was always my dream car.
Yeah, this was a car like it was, on the poster on the wall.
Exactly, yeah. Something I've seen, you see pictures of growing up, obviously in high school. This was the car that I thought was unattainable and saved my money and bought it.
Yeah, dream car.
Dream car, exactly. It's my dream car. It's the only car that I will keep, and I have a lot of cars. This is the only one that I tell people that I will keep.
Take me for a walk around. What kind of wheels you got on here?
These are Asantes, so it's a 3-piece wheel. It's a 20 by 13 on the rear. It's a 19 by 10 on the front. KW coilover, like I said, the Kenne Bell supercharger, which is like badged as a Rose supercharger. There's no intercooler on these systems. The hood is basically so close to the supercharger, you have to run a water meth kit. So as a replacement for not having an intercooler, I shoot water methanol. It's got 1.7 ratio roller rockers, hard and push rod, long tube headers, full exhaust, all your bolt-ons you would put on pretty much any muscle car, I guess.
Thanks for talking to us.
Thank you.
Thanks. Hey, we're here with Vic. He's got a 1970 Super B. Tell us a little bit about the car.
Well, it was a long project. Wanted a Roadrunner. Looked for a summer for a Roadrunner. Ended up finding 3 or 4 Super Bs and bought this one. When I bought it, it was actually green interior, no vinyl top, original paint. What 50% of the paint was left on, the other 50% was rust.
How long have you owned the car?
I bought the car actually New Year's Day of 1997. For years I'd look at it and just hate it because it needed so much work, and I don't do paint and body work. I'm a mechanic more or less, but I don't mess with any of that, so I wasn't very motivated just because the car was so ugly.
You've had it for that long. You put all this, love and attention into it. How much are you gonna let it go for?
Have never given it a thought.
What made you go with a Super B?
Like I say, I was looking around. I really wanted, my first pick was going to be a 70 GTX.
Nice,
Second pick would have been a 70 Roadrunner. But I just, looking around, couldn't find any, and I ended up coming across this car, and it was, at the time, I mean, you can't buy a half a shell for $1,000 anymore,
right.
And the guy sold me this car. That's not the numbers matching engine. That's just a board and stroke 400, but I have the numbers matching 383 at home, the numbers matching transmission, 4 speeds in the car now. The rest of it, all the sheet metal's original. Yeah, just like I say, I ended up coming across this car, and a guy let it go for $1,000.
Wow,
pretty complete.
Good luck getting one.
Yeah,
I can understand. I had myself a 1970. I wanted a Roadrunner, couldn't find one. I got a 1970 Satellite convertible. I converted to kind of look like a Roadrunner. It was a fun car, loved it. It had no juice. I mean, it was a 6-cylinder with a shifter on the column. But man, I love that car, and I wish I still had it today. Take us for a walk around the car. I mean, color. What do we have here?
They called it Vitamin C on the Plymouth, Go Mango on the Dodges.
Gotcha. Same color?
Yeah, same color. I knew right away. I mean, that was the first thing I did. I bought the car and I went out and bought a gallon of paint because I'm stupid. But I knew, actually, when I bought the car, I knew I wanted it to be Hemi Orange. Until I went to the paint store and saw the paint chip for Vitamin C next to Hemi Orange, and I thought, no, I want an orange.
Right, yeah.
So
it's a beautiful car.
That's why I went with the color. It's original color for the car, just not this car. But yeah, and I wasn't about to paint it. Not that I got anything against. If it was a nice green car, maybe I'd have kept it. But being as it had to be completely redone anyway, I just wanted it to be a color I really liked. And I just went with a black interior. I put the vinyl top on just because I like vinyl tops, and a buddy of mine's got a 70 RT that's red, without a vinyl top, and that's a lot of red. And I just thought I'd get rid of some of the orange, putting the vinyl top on it. The hood, it is a Ram Air car, but the hood had been on fire when I got it.
Oh wow.
So I found a hood at a swap meet. Those are the original scoops that were on the car, but I didn't cut out for the scoops, and I didn't put the air box on.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I like the scoops. I couldn't care less about the Ram.
Right. Well, we'll be looking for you on the road today.
All right.
All right. Thanks, Vic. So Mopars all around us, and nothing says Mopar more than a Sublime green Hellcat Challenger. I'm here with Randall, and he's going to tell us all about it. Randall, tell us about the car.
Well, it's a 2015 Challenger Hellcat. It's the first year that they came out with the Hellcats. We bought this car new from the dealership in Michigan. At the time when we were trying to get one, our local dealer couldn't get one. So we had to go through a dealer in Michigan to get this one.
I see you've got somebody's signature on the front. Who's signed the front of this?
That's Tim Kenne, president and CEO of Dodge SRT.
Awesome, yeah. How much horsepower are we looking at?
707 horse.
Yeah, 707, that's what I was thinking. A ton of torque. And how many miles are you putting on this thing every day?
It's not my daily driver. It stays in the garage most of the time, but we do get out, and summertime we do take it to the cruise ins and car shows.
What made you decide to go with the Challenger? You always been a Mopar guy?
Just always been a Mopar guy.
Yeah.
And my wife really loves this car too.
Yeah, it's a beautiful car. Have you ever owned any other Mopars?
Yes, I've got a 68 and a 69
Currently?
Dodge Charger.
Oh, awesome. 68 Charger? My dream car. Love those cars. So tell me a little bit about this one. It's supercharged, Hemi engine.
Yes.
And you've had it since 2015, brand new. How many miles on the car now?
It's got 23,000 on it now.
Yeah, you ever take it to the track?
I have one time I've took it to a track.
Yeah, how'd you do?
Not very good. on the stock tires, I couldn't hardly get any traction at all.
So, well, it's a beautiful car. We plan to be downtown for the Somernites Cruise later. You're going to be having your car down there later?
Yes.
Okay, well, we'll look forward to seeing you on the road. So, we noticed a theme walking around here that we got a bunch of like superhero cars here. The first one behind me, this Jeep, which is decked out like Wonder Woman, and then right across the way we've got Captain America and we've got Iron Man. So it's a Marvel versus DC sort of a thing going on out here. We're going to bounce out of the MOPAR Gathering here. We're going to head down to the Somernites Cruise. Be sure and like and subscribe to the channel. If you want to see that Somernites Cruise video, go ahead and click the link up here. We'll put one down in the description, and we'll see you there.